Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. It is week 9 and we're talking about impact position. Now, impact position is really key here when we're talking about good strike, contact and consistency. If we haven't got a good impact position, it's going to be very difficult for us to, again, be consistent, making good contact, and obviously that can influence where the ball is going to be heading and kind of what we're going to see being able to play the best golf possible. So when we talk about good impact position, we want to see that as that club, and I've got a 7-iron here, but as that club is making its way to the ball, we should see that the club handle is in front of the club head. We want to be seeing that descending attack angle. So again, we're heading down into the ball this way. And obviously, as we start to come through, we're going to take some ball, turf contact, and then swing through. Problems we tend to see in the golf swing, especially at impact, we tend to see what's called a scooping position, where that club head gets ahead of the hands. We tend to see a little bit of a hanging back. That's when obviously we'll see a little more of a scoop, trying to get the ball in the air. Again, we're trying to use the club face and the club head, which has degrees of loft on it, and we also have the attack angle that can produce spin and that can get the ball going in the air. Now, if we're struggling with any of these, we obviously want to highlight them and we want to work on them. So if you are someone that's struggling with consistency at impact and you're seeing on video there's a little bit of an issue, maybe some hanging back or some scooping, 2 drills that I recommend, okay? First one, you're going to get into your setup position, and what I want you to do is I want you to go ahead and push your hands forward and get into what would feel like your impact position that you're looking for. So again, I'm going to place the club behind the ball. I'm going to press my hands forward because I know that's where they should be. And I'm going to go ahead and just feel that I've just rotated to what my impact position would feel like. Now from here, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a backswing up to the top, and then I'm going to come back to that impact position. And what I want to try and recreate is the feel. So again, I'm going into my impact position. I'm going to then swing to the top, and I'm going to come back to that impact position. I want to see, can I get back to that position? If I'm kind of making my backswing, having already got into my impact position, and I start doing this, I can kind of feel that that's where my hands are breaking down and I'm starting to come towards the ball. So we really want to be able to see that we can understand what the impact position is and that we can get back to it. So again, you take your setup position, you get into what would be considered your impact position, you swing to the top, and then you come back to the impact position. Can you recreate it? It's a great drill to practice. 2 or 3 reps here, and then all of a sudden I want you to hit a ball and see if you can recreate that position again. Second drill. If we're really struggling from this kind of halfway down to halfway through position, if we're throwing the hands a lot, we're not understanding what it means to weight transfer and get ahead of the golf ball. What we can do here, great drill, it's called a pelvic punch is what I've heard it called. All we're going to do here, get set up, normal setup position. We're going to swing back and we're going to stop. As soon as we get here, I want to feel like I'm loaded in the right position. But from here now, I'm going to accelerate through the ball and I'm going to try and stop on the other side. So you may have seen this done by Tommy Fleetwood, where he'll go 3/4 up, 3/4 through and stop really aggressively. The reason why I'm saying to do this one shorter is because you start to understand pressure change, sequence, and impact, okay? So we can take this to the top, or we can start, where I prefer, to go halfway back, boom, through, and stop. And I really want to see you aggressively, from this halfway position, aggressively fire through. Once we start to understand what it means to pressure change, what it means to hold the hands forward ahead of the club and hit balls and really stop aggressively, we could lengthen the swing. So I always recommend starting a little bit shorter. Again, pause, fire, pause. That would be the way that I would put this drill together. Be really conscious with this drill. When you get to this position, you stop. We do not want to be continuing up and then fire. Okay, once we've stopped that first time, we fire forwards. Okay, we're trying not to then create more position to fire forwards. Okay, 2 drills you can be working on. Impact position or impact fix, maybe. Get your impact position, swing up, return to that impact position. Okay, see if you can recreate that feel. Second one is the pelvic punch. Get halfway, pelvis height, And then from here, accelerate and then stop as quick as you can. Understand timing, understand hitting through the impact zone and then pausing. Folks, that's this week's video. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll be back next week for week number 10, and we've got some really good stuff coming for you. So I hope these drills help you, and we'll see you in the next one.